plan to, intend to, decide to, promise to, agree to, offer to, refuse to, seem to, appear to, pretend to, ask to, expect to, would like to, want to, need to. Which of these did I kind of highlight for you yesterday? At the very end, I drew a box around some of them, and I said, please make sure you learn.
Want to and would like.
Need to, like.
That's right, want to, need to. We talked about would like to, the difference between would like to and want to. And we said would like to is more polite sometimes than want to, especially if you're asking for something directly.
Sorry, if a smaller group, can we say we would like to?
Yes, we would like to do this. And you can even say not like to. I would not like to do that. You could put in the negative too. Yeah, but some of these like asked to, he asked to do it. He asked to speak to him. Okay, so yeah, some of these are very, 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 very common. Very common. Some of them not so common. Offer to, not so common. You know, refuse to, appear to, not so common. But want to, need to, hope to, plan to. Yeah, some of those are more common. So the more common ones, make sure you learn them. And I freaked everybody out at the end of the lesson. We went to the big long charts at the end, and we saw that there were like
41 or 5, I don't remember.
a lot. There
A
were
lot. 40, a lot.
A lot. So they say these are the most common, and I said of these most common ones, these are maybe the most common of the common, really super common. So it's worth your time to make sure you memorize those super common ones. Okay. I'm going to skip exercise 10. I'm going to go to exercise 11. And this is your own opinion, your own opinion. So let me give you, I'm going to give you some time.
They can say no.
A good salary or a higher salary. Very good. Very good. What about a nice teacher, Islam?
Nice teacher sometimes agrees with students with other
Okay, okay.
But
So
we have to use infinitive.
that
or
works
not.
for a noun. That works with nouns. That's good. But what if I want to talk about like an action? An action.
Agrees.
Agrees to be late. Agrees to allow students to be late.
To give extra break time.
Teacher sometimes agrees.
Yeah, sometimes agrees to give extra break time, to allow students to be late. How about to allow students to cheat on tests?
Depends.
No.
No. Late. Yeah, they can. Okay. To give extra break time. A serious student refuses what? Gohar?
Refuses to play games.
Would.
Okay. Games like Kahoot? Yeah. That's a good one. An honest police officer Promises not to Alina.
Not to take money from the criminals.
Not to stop you without reason.
Okay, money. Oh, that money has a special name.
Ага.
Bribes.
Bribes.
Oh, but that's
Бывало
nice.
или как?
So now we know.
Yeah.
Who
Right.
gave bribes?
Exactly right.
Uh-huh.
From criminals.
From people.
Yeah,
Not just
from
criminal.
yeah, all people, right? From the
Yes.
citizens.
What about the boss? What about government? Money?
Government
Salary?
salary.
Incomes work for free.
It's not the same.
It's not the same here.
To take bribes.
To take bribes.
Bribes, it's not salary.
Yes,
Yes.
but you
Here.
told they shouldn't take money from nobody. What did you say?
Bribes.
Yeah,
I
but
need
you-
to take money, not to take.
So, but a bribe is not
Legal
salary.
money.
Peter, a bribe is not a salary.
Взятка.
Bribe is not a salary.
Yes, I understand, but she told that they shouldn't take any money from
No.
anybody.
No, she said-
No, it's okay. They
I
can
didn't
work
say
only
that.
for food.
She told that or she said that?
She said
Oh, yes,
Oh,
that's
she
correct.
told-
She
oh.
said that. She said that.
I didn't say.
you said that she shouldn't.
Okay.
Doesn't
keep
matter.
going.
Yeah, okay, go forward.
It's a small
Yeah.
point, we're going to keep going, okay, yeah. And I know what you said. Okay, how about the next one? A lazy employee.
Oh, correct.
To be punished.
To be
punished.
That's interesting. Needs
To receive more money? Needs to
Warning.
receive a warning.
Needs to go.
To receive.
Improve their
Maybe they need to be
To
more-
get fired?
Yes.
No, less money.
I like Miguel's answer,
warning.
needs to receive a warning. Hannah said needs
To
to
get fired?
be, yeah, needs to be fired or get fired.
Needs to be more motivated.
Needs to be more what?
Motivated.
More motivated, you know? How do you motivate somebody with no
By
motivation?
punishment.
You can motivate.
Okay.
I have a question about said and told. So, what is the difference? Because I don't see this.
Say something, told to somebody.
Huh? Told to somebody?
Tell someone something. Say something to someone.
You missed it. Yeah, correct. She explained it.
Because I was.
So. So after say, we often have a noun clause. She said that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but tell,
Tell me.
tell someone something. After tell, we always have a direct object, usually a pronoun. He told me, they told her, and it's coming, it's on one of the next charts. There's some verbs that are always like tell, that are followed by the direct pronoun, and then it could be infinitive if it's a command. He told me to meet him, you know, at whatever, the post office. Okay, a caring doctor offers what?
Vitamin or to take vitamin.
To take vitamin.
To be in touch all the time.
To be in touch.
To be in touch, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be in touch. What does in touch mean, Hannah?
Like, you can call them every time.
In touch means to be in contact with, in communication with, later. Let's be in touch means let's be in contact. Let's make sure we communicate with each other after this current moment. So, by phone, by email, doesn't matter. Let's keep in touch. Let's be in touch.
Keep me on updated. Yeah, we can also say.
Keep me updated.
Or
Keep me, we say keep me posted. Keep me posted means please tell me if there are new developments. Something new is happening, please inform me. Offers to be in touch. A caring doctor offers to write prescriptions for
free.
pain medication. It's bad. Okay, offers to listen or to help or to make a referral if you need it to a specialist, right? A good actor can appear
Crying.
Could be anything.
yeah, to be a different person, yeah.
To be different person.
A good actor can appear to be a different person, can look like, can make you believe he or she is a different person, right? If they're really good, you go along with it.
Appear when we translate is like show up. Like show up. And then
And you have to decide if the verb is going to change to a gerund or to an infinitive. So this is combining now. You have to choose gerund or infinitive. So you may have to look back at some of the charts from before, first few charts. So there are people at a movie, they're in the movie theater, and there's a problem. Can you see what's going on in this picture?
Yeah,
Somebody is creating a problem.
yeah. A lot of people doesn't give him just to talk with.
Okay, so he's in a movie theater, he's watching a movie, but at the same time, he's on the phone and he's speaking in a loud voice enough to attract the attention of the other people in the audience, and they are not happy with him. All right, so they have some verbs here that they want you to put here. The first one, they put ing. Why did they put ing on top?
Who's after keep? Because cat.
We have two verbs.
Because it's happened.
The first one, keep.
The first verb number one is keep, so the second verb they changed to ing. So keep is on the list of verbs that are followed by gerund. It's in the gerund group, followed by a gerund.
Talking and text.
Okay, so if you have
And texting.
No, talking and talking.
kept talking, and we understand that kept is repeated here. We don't have to repeat it because of the and, but we know kept talking and kept.
Disturbing.
Maybe the same talking or texting.
Probably. Yeah,
Texting
I
doesn't
think-
just talk.
Texting.
means no sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But it could be a light,
yeah.
the light from the phone,
it's not bothering.
not bothering.
No.
What other,
No,
so I have talking.
No.
only talking and texting.
And didn't turn off his phone.
No, it sounds bad.
Okay, I'm gonna put texting.
Not disturbing. Not disturbing.
I have to, these are my choices here. Okay, so they're asking me to choose.
But we have only 5 words and spaces.
Okay,
At least 6.
Let's do texting.
And we have at
and,
least 6 spaces.
Okay, so let's here's talking, let's take that off.
No, I think we have to write talking. My
Talking,
opinion.
talking and talking?
Yes.
Why not?
It was
Talking
5
and
words
talking.
and
How
11
many?
11 words.
We have 5 words and.
We don't have enough words for spaces.
No.
Okay, well, let's keep going and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Reuse it.
Okay, did you ask him.
To stop.
Ask to stop.
Okay, let's take off stop. Okay, yes, but it didn't help. At our theater, the audience is required
Turn.
Turn
Turning.
Turn should be infinitive.
You need infinitive. Required to turn off their electric devices. So I use text in here, so we'll take off text. Okay? I expected the usher,
Or does it mean usher?
It's
What's it?
controller, guy who controls
the controller guy, you know.
Like administrator?
And the singer.
Singer.
So it's somebody who works in the movie theater and they help you find your seat when it's dark. They have little flashlights and say, may I help you find your seat, you know? Can I assist you to your seat? They please follow me this way. And they have a little light and then they stop and they show you that you're usher. So in the movie theater and the regular theater and the opera, there are ushers. Usually they're in the lobby. Can I see your ticket? And I'll help you, show you where you need to go. Usher. Okay, I expect someone to do something. I expected the movie theater employee to tell the audience guy, that rude guy, to stop, but it didn't happen. Okay, so, oh, look at that. All the words got used.
I didn't see.
Number 2, we have have, help, join, lend, pay, see, and talk.
Would you like to join us?
To join us.
But the better one to help.
Join.
Yes, to help.
If we're going out for dinner, what's
Like
the
join.
To join.
the very next word?
Enjoy.
To, very good. If you said to, Miguel, you're right. Would you like to what? Would you like to join us? So this question is answered with another question. Question. Some money.
Would you mind lending?
Would you mind? Do you remember the verb mind?
Lending.
Oh, it's followed by a gerund. Would you mind? Let's use.
Lending.
Yes, good. Would you mind lending me some money? I thought you just got paid. I did. But Jens told me he was broke. So I offered
To pay.
to something him out.
To help him out.
To help. No.
Out.
Pay him out.
Pay him out?
Pay him out is correct.
So what do we have? Talk him out, see him out, pay him out,
Help him out.
help him out,
Help out.
or have him out. Help?
Yeah.
Help, because he was broke.
I offered to help him out. Help someone out just means to help someone out of a bad situation. So to be broke, broke means he had no money. When you are broke, it means you have no money. It's an idiomatic expression.
Is it normally?
So, yeah, now if you look in your Google dictionary, they're gonna say broke is when something needs to be repaired, right? Like broken.
Possibly.
But this means no money.
I have broken.
I'm broken.
No,
Yeah, we said.
it's not a verb here, it's an adjective. It comes from a verb, but it's an adjective meaning I'm poor, I have no money at this time.
I'm broke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm broke.
I'm broke.
Yeah, it feels temporary. It feels like a temporary problem. It's not a chronic problem when you say I'm broke.
We hope.
It means I'm having a cash flow problem at the moment. At the moment. It could mean that I'm expecting some money to come in the future, but at this moment, I'm broke. I have no money. Okay, he had no money. Jens had no money. Jens told me Jens was broke. So when I got paid, I offered to give my salary to help Jens out, to help him out because Jens had no money. I expected him, Jens,
To pay me.
To pay me
back. Okay.
Usually,
Back.
why we have to use out always? Like, why I can say just so I offered to help him, and that's it. Why we out and this up and over? These words like make me
Crazy. Yeah.
little words.
Yeah. So to help and to help someone out, to keep and to keep on. Sometimes when we put the preposition at the end, it changes the tone of the language. It makes it feel more relaxed, more informal. Help with no out sounds a little bit more formal. But this is a conversation, a social conversation between two friends making social plans. So they're using more phrasal verbs. It's not a formal discussion. Okay, so I expected him to pay, expect someone to do something, okay, to pay me back, but now I'm not sure he is going to. I think he is avoiding
Talking
Talking
to me.
To talk, because the next one is
Talk to me.
and also you have this little preposition here.
To.
So you don't see to someone, right? But you can talk to someone. So I think he's avoiding to talk, or he's avoiding
Talking to me.
Okay. So avoid, even though it has ing, this is the first one, and it means that the second one has to be a gerund, right? First verb is avoid, second verb is gerund, talking to me. I saw him at the mall, and he pretended.
Not
not to
to
see
see me. Yeah.
Okay, so pretend is the first verb, so the second verb is going to be infinitive, not to see me. Good luck.
You seem having a big
We
problem.
got talk.
To seem
You
to
seem to
have.
have.
Yes. You seem to have a big problem on your hands. You seem to have a big problem on your hands. Do you understand on your hands? Does that mean I need to go to the restroom and wash my hands? Get rid of the problem that's on my... No. So the problem is not literally physically on your hands. It means in your life, right? That you have to manage, figure out at this time. Okay, so yes, seem to, avoid gerund, pretend to, offer to, by Chopin, offer to, mind plus a gerund, would like to. Some verbs are followed by the gerund, some verbs by the infinitive. Any problems or questions about this exercise?
Problems, yes.
Problems,
Questions.
yes.
Questions.
Get, here, take, wait. Be, get, here, take, wait for these.
Getting married.
Okay, and so we're always going to look at the verb before, and if there's some preposition over here. Okay.
Consider to get in.
Consider, decide. Okay, so consider is always followed by a gerund. Can you have ing, ing?
Yes, because it's the first.
You have no other choice. No other choice. After consider, you have one choice, gerund. Okay, so they are considering getting, very good. Considering getting married in June, but they finally decided
To wait.
Wait.
to wait until August, decide to consider gerund. Ira, can you help me with B?
They're kind of an odd couple, aren't they? 1 minute, they appear be happy.
Appear B?
To be happy.
Good, very good. To be, they appear to be happy, and the next,
And the next minute, they are fighting.
very good. Odd couple, what is odd?
Strange.
Strange, weird, unusual. And A, Anait, can you help me with 3A?
Their parents suggested to take a break from each other, but they didn't appreciate hearing that.
Didn't appreciate hearing it.
So here are the.
Okay, so suggest, is suggest followed by infinitive or gerund?
Infinitive.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Or subject.
Taking.
Very good.
Gerund.
Where can you check? Where can you find the answer?
In our.
In the chart.
And also in the book.
Okay, so the charts in the book. Militon?
In gerund, but we also can use infinitive.
Oh, suggest.
For suggest?
Yeah. We can also use.
Suggest is in the chart 1411. Reference list of verbs followed by gerunds.
Suggest.
She suggested going to.
Okay, good. And Sarah mentioned that with suggest, you can also use the subjunctive, which is something we studied ever so quickly on the chapter on noun clauses, chapter 12. I think it's the 9th chart, chart number 9, subjunctive. But with the subjunctive, I have to add a subject. I suggest that you study before the next test. Hi Diana, come on in. This is Diana, a friend of Anna, she's joining us. I suggest that you do this, that you, subject you, do this. But what if I cannot put in a subject, the that and a subject? What if I have to only do a verb, a verb form? Then my choice is gerund, right, Gar? My choice, if there's no subjunctive, then my next choice is gerund. Suggest doing something. So what did the parents suggest? Their parents suggested, they suggested taking a break from each other, but they, I guess the couple, Joan and David, didn't appreciate
Hearing.
They didn't appreciate
That's number 4.
hearing that.
The least.
Okay, so appreciate is followed by a gerund. Okay, and suggest is also followed by a gerund. Question, Brian?
On the first one where it says, but they finally decided to wait until August, would it stop being a gerund if you switch to wait? They finally decided on waiting until August, or is that incorrect?
That would also be correct. So what Brian just did, Brian added the word on. He added on. They decided on. After preposition, if you have to choose infinitive or gerund after a preposition, there's actually no choice. After a preposition, the next verb form will always be a gerund. Preposition gerund.
So it's to wait.
Decided on waiting. But if there's no on, no preposition, just decide with no preposition, decide to. Decide to do something.
Can you give some more examples in this case?
We decided to end the class early.
Really?
Yeah. Not really.
If you had a nice teacher, that might happen, right? Let's see, what else? They decided to study a different language, not English.
They decided not to study.
They decided not to study for the test. Some students decided to drop the class. They needed to drop the class. They decided to drop. Okay, that happens.
With preposition.
Decided to drop. To drop, infinitive.
Okay, with gerund, the preposition in gerund.
A gerund and preposition. After discussing the situation, they decided on getting a new car. They decided on buying a new car. They decided on leasing a new car.
It's only for decide.
So Brian knows that this goes back to someone's question. It was Chopin. She said, why do we always have to put those stupid prepositions? Why do so many verbs have this stupid preposition after the verb? Why do we do it? Brian knows that in casual conversation, we use a lot of these verb preposition verbs. They're called phrasal verbs or two-word verbs. We do it so much in everyday talk. Sometimes they have a different meaning, but decide on, it has the same meaning as decide. Help out has the same meaning as help. Keep on has the same meaning as keep. But after those preposition, if there's another verb type of a word coming, we'll flip it into the gerund. We'll flip it into the gerund. Preposition gerund. Preposition gerund. The only problem is the to, because to can be infinitive to or preposition to. I look forward to.
See you.
I look forward to seeing you again in the future. I look forward to meeting you in person. I look forward to hearing from you shortly. Accustomed to be accustomed to be used to. I'm used to hearing questions from my students. To, it's not the infinitive to, it's a preposition to and a gerund.
I am used to or I used to.
So, I am used to has a different meaning from I used to. I used to means it was my habit in the past and it doesn't happen anymore. I am used to means now it feels comfortable and normal for me.
Привыкаешь. Used to кто-то использовал, больше уже этого не делаешь. А I'm used to, я привыкаю, это становится
Okay, he used to smoke. It means this was a habit in the past. Doesn't smoke anymore. This was a past habit. It's finished. Does not buy cigarettes anymore. Okay, but now he is used to living a healthier life. Be used to ing. The main verb here is the be. This is the main verb. Used is like an adjective. It's like an adjective. It means he is comfortable. Comfortable. To be used to be accustomed to.
It's present perfect continuous.
It's
His
simple
present
present.
simple.
This is simple present. This is an adjective. This is a preposition to, and it's followed by a gerund. But the main verb here is the be, it's in the simple present. I can change it to the past. I could say he was used to. I can make it negative. I could say he was not used to. I take off the now. Say he was not used to living a healthier life. He enjoyed his vodka and his cigarettes. The main verb in this expression is the be. Okay, so when you have be used to, then you're going to have a gerund. But in this one, he used to smoke. There's no be. There's no be. Okay. So this is a verb, used to. Yeah, they're very close. They sound almost the same, but they work differently in the grammar. The meaning is the same. Okay, so the blue sentences.
We told you to call us.
Mhm. So we have to put this pronoun somewhere in the sentence. Why didn't you call us? We told
You to call us.
you. We told you to call us.
Did Sammy invite
Sammy
you?
Invite
You.
You.
No, 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 no.
Sammy.
Did Sammy invite you
To the party.
to the party?
Invite you to the party?
He said he was going to. What does that mean when somebody says I was going to?
And he's going to do it.
I was planning.
Did he do it?
No.
No.
No, it means there was a plan, but it never happened. Was going to, was planning to, there was a plan, but it never happened. That's really important. That's really important in English. When someone says, I was going to, it means it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Okay, he said he was going to. The listener understands that Sammy never invited the other person. I'm not surprised, number 3, different conversation. I'm not surprised you had a fender bender. A fender bender is an expression that means what?
Accident.
Car accident. A fender bender is a car accident. I'm not surprised you had a fender bender. I warned
You.
You to drive
you,
more
good
slowly.
Lilith, I warned you to drive more slowly. I warned you. Okay.
Any accident we call fender bender, yeah, like car accident. You say I have a fender bender.
It's kind of, it's just an idiom. It's idiomatic and it's not that common. It's kind of older, like older people use
So we
it.
have to use just accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just say I had an accident. Sometimes if it's a smaller accident, say I had a little fender bender. But young native speakers don't say fender bender anymore. It's for older people say it. But if you hear it, you should know what it means. You should recognize it.
Is it slang?
No, not really slang. It's just idiomatic. Yeah. Maybe on the traffic report, you might hear fender bender. Okay, so tell someone. Remember this? Tell someone something. That could be a noun clause. If it's not a noun clause, it can also be an infinitive. Tell someone to do something. Tell someone to do something. Okay, you can invite someone with objects, they're calling it. So there's an object before the infinitive. There's a verb, then an infinitive, and then an object. Let me have Lilith. Can you read for me A, B, C, and D, please?
I was told to be here and the driver was ordered to stop.
Okay, very good. So the words in the blue have a verb, and then an object, and then an infinitive. Okay, so A, this is it. Okay, this is the one everybody makes a mistake with. What's the mistake that most students make?
Talk to me.
That's one. That's one. Okay, so we don't have to put the two.
Told me, be here. Maybe
Told me
without.
to be here. Okay, so we tell someone something, or we tell someone to do something. So the me is the someone. That's the
Told
someone.
me be. Just told me be.
Yeah, so this is the verb. This is the object, and this is the infinitive. Okay, the police ordered the driver to stop. This time the object is a common noun. It's not a pronoun. It's just a regular common noun. Okay, so they ordered him to stop. So you have a verb order someone to do something. Okay, I was told to be here at 10 o'clock. Okay, was told. What voice is this? Was
Passive.
told. This. Passive again. Again passive. Okay, I was told to be here. Here's the verb tell. Here's the infinitive. Where's the object?
To be here.
This chart is saying I should have a verb, an object, and an infinitive. There should be
I was
three.
told to be here. To be here.
Yeah, to make because you're.
Here's my verb. Here's my infinitive.
I.
Here. I.
I is a-
I. What? I. Islam. Islam knows that this I is in the subject location. It's in the position of where the subject should be. Is this person doing the telling?
Receiver.
He's the receiver.
This I is the receiver. It's the receiver. It means another person told me. I was told. Someone told me. I is the object. Okay, so it's really an object, but it's in the subject position. Why? Because it's passive voice. The subject of a passive voice sentence was originally the object. I was told to be here at 10 o'clock. The driver was ordered to stop. Okay, let's see. If you understood C, you'll understand D. Okay, so here's the verb order again. Order, order, order. Here's my infinitive. Who can tell me where the object is?
The driver.
Ding, 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 ding. The driver. It looks like this is the subject. It's in the subject position, Is the driver telling another person to stop? Is the driver doing the action?
No.
Is the receiver.
No. Another person is ordering the driver to stop. Maybe the police. The driver was ordered to stop by the police. The driver didn't order anything. The driver received. That's the receiver. Okay, so the driver is it's the object. It's the original object. Okay, in the sentence, it's sitting in the subject position, but it's not doing the action. It's receiving.
What is the subject here? We don't have subject.
It is in the subject position, so the was is agreeing with the subject. It's a subject, but it comes from an object. So in the active voice, it was an object. They ordered the driver to stop. In the passive voice, it's in the subject position, but it's not doing the action. It's receiving. It's a receiver. Objects are receiving. So it's physically in the subject position, but it's not doing the job of a subject. It's not creating the action. It's receiving. Does that make sense, Ira?
Yes, but I'm thinking we don't have subject here, and that's okay.
It is a subject. It is a subject. It's in a subject position, but it's a function. It's still an object from the original active voice. In the active voice, the driver was an object. When we moved from active to passive voice, the object jumped into the subject position. The verb is still agreeing with this noun like it is a subject. It's like the subject. It's sitting in the chair. It's in the subject chair. It's holding the position of subject. It's agreeing with the verb like a subject, but it's just not doing the action like a subject. So could we say that it's a subject and an object at the same time?
Yes.
It's doing two jobs. It's sitting in the chair of the subject. It's agreeing with the verb like a subject, but it's receiving the action of the verb like an object. It's doing two jobs. And for this chart, the object is the driver. Is it a subject? Yes. Yes, it's a subject. Is it an object? Yes, it's an object. It's both. It's both. Okay, so in the passive, I did not know we were going to spend so much time today on the passive, but look at this. What happens when you have passive and passive? C and D are in the passive. In the passive, it said these verbs are followed immediately by an infinitive. C and D. Immediately by an infinitive. The driver was ordered to stop. Verb infinitive. I was told to be. Because the object is the subject at the same time. So we're still doing, you still have a verb, an object, an infinitive, except that in the passive voice, your object jumps into the subject position. But it receives action, so it's an object sitting in the subject position. All right, so there are other verbs like that. So you saw in the warm-up, invite someone to do something. We saw that, and this is it, tell someone. Okay, so Alex, you said tell to. Remember when you said tell to is a mistake? Okay, so there is a to, but this to will be the infinitive to. And after the infinitive to, the next word will be what? Tell someone
To do
do
something.
something.
do, very good, to do something. Tell someone to do something, advise someone to do something, encourage someone to do something, remind someone to do something, invite someone to do, permit someone to do, allow someone to do, warn someone to do. Okay? They put these kind of together. This is not alphabetical. This is because their meanings are sort of connected. Require, order, force, and ask. This is about influencing or using power over another person. To do, to do, to do, to do, to do. Infinitive, infinitive, infinitive. Right? Expect, would like, want, and need. These are, again, didn't we just see these?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
On the last chart. 14-3.
Like
You saw the same verbs.
like to get.
Why are they on two different charts, the same verbs? Why did they do that? Is that a mistake?
No.
Okay, so these verbs, you can go directly to the infinitive, or you can put an object there. You can say, I want to do it, or I want him to do it. You could say she needs to do it, or she needs them to do it. They're both correct. Okay, so that's our fourth chart. And is it 11? Yes. You guys are tired. Okay, very good. Are there any questions?
Not yet.